is sometimes hard to highlight in pro games as...
He just broke his ankles!
Welcome back to the weekly Rift Review. I'm Frankie Ward, and that 200 IQ limit play was just a piece of the insanity that was the LEC Super Week. But before we jump into the games, be sure to throw at LoL Esports a follow on Twitter. Okay, so last weekend the LEC reached the final week of the regular season, and in teams' desperate attempts to make playoffs, we got to witness some crazy upsets, like Excel beating G2 and Rogue back to back.
Win does not lock Excel, but it gets them darn well close. Inspired, pulled back with a Magna Storm, a three-man sleep, and here comes the follow-up. Torre diving in, and that's a double. Larson taken out, and Excel have excelled. This is excellent, exceptional.
The two biggest losers of these upsets were Fnatic and SK, who came into Sunday's matches without a guaranteed playoff spot after losing on Friday and Saturday. But have no fear, because Vitality was there to save the day, getting them both a playoff ticket by beating Misfits. Both teams made sure to thank their bumblebee-coloured saviours after the game, with Treats and the rest of SK giving a special shout out to their former AD carry Crownshot, who smurfed in Vitality's win.
TP coming in, Melita's going to join the fray. Shigenda going in, look for the Nar, but Magna Storm's going to stop them. On the backline, BTO has been hard up. The Feather Storm is Crownshot just about
He's alive!
Uses the Gale Force, uses every tool at his disposal to get out.
But not all the LEC games this week had playoff implications, meaning we got to see Mad Lions test their might by going off-roll versus Astralis. Spoilers, it didn't go well. Who'd have thought it?
There's no counter, but now there is. Oh no, the don't do it to him.
Shut down! He didn't even get a chance to push his R button. That's the most important button next to T. Humanoid now backing off, trying to get the heal off. A good stun, a good follow, I promised you. He's still going in, he's still ready. They finish the job, and in comes Kaiser from downtown, but he's instantly going to stride breaker right back out.
Between the upsets, Mad Lions Fiesta, a Renekton pentakill, and Yankos' 1000th death, this week will sure be one to remember for LEC fans.
Mundo comes over the wall. Yankos, will this be the 1000th death? The 1000th death for Yankos, and is it at the hands of Blue? It's 1000 deaths for Yankos.
Confetti everywhere. Woo!
The LCS also finished its regular season, though the league wasn't quite as chaotic this week. Well, aside from Cloud9's loss to CLG, which opened the floodgates for potential tiebreakers.
Except a Kai'Sa, a nearly dead horse. The faithful have been rewarded, and in week number 6,
Cloud9 bounced back after their Friday loss, defending their first place position by winning the rest of their games. But the LCS team of the week was actually Team Liquid, who scooped up third place after a 3-0 weekend led by star top laner Alphari.
Alphari once again with the 1v1. The battle is once again happening, and Fake God is losing horribly. Alphari looking for another solo kill. Flash it in there. The tower's going to make good work of it, but Alphari is going to get it in the end as Dardoch now going to chase.
It kind of feels redundant to say that Alphari dumpstered top lane, since he does that almost every game. But this week he played especially well, dominating all 3 games from the laning phase to the late game teamfights, earning himself the Player of the Week award. Alphari, Blabber, Power of Evil. Man, I'd hate to be the one voting for the LCS MVP. No, I'm actually joking. I would love it. Give me that power. Rare Atom are the 4th LPL team to qualify for playoffs, earning their spot on Saturday after winning their 9th consecutive match. Yes, you heard me correctly, Rare Atom won 9 straight games in the LPL. Going into the weekend, this team hadn't lost a series since January. But don't think Rare Atom's just beating teams lower in the standings. They've taken down a bunch of heavy hitters like WE, LNG, FPX, and IG. Rare Atom's AD carry iBoy is on fantastic form. In their win versus IG, iBoy single-handedly won his team multiple teamfights by dodging and weaving himself around all of IG's abilities.
Lucas are so dead set on killing him. They use so much the quickness, burn, just to be able to get the buster shot. On the other side, using Emperor's Divide, but a great flash over the wall, utilizing the brush to defend himself. That allows the rest of RA to be able to show up in the fight, and because it's split, you don't have to worry about the damage from the Shine.
Watching Rare Atom, it's clear how they've won so many games. They're not only strong team fighters, but are also super versatile. In order to beat FPX, Rare Atom's jungler Luryan stole away FPX's Karthus, playing the pick perfectly. Sadly though, Rare Atom's win streak came to an end on Monday, after the team lost to LGD. I guess Rare Atom just needs to start a new win streak in the playoffs. Canna's back! After a 41-day absence, Canna returned to T1's starting lineup on Saturday, alongside Faker in the team's match against Gen G. In order to beat their rivals, T1 decided to run back the roster they beat Gen G with in the 2020 Spring Finals. Well, aside from Carrier. And just like that finals, T1 swept Gen G, with Canna making his long-awaited return by smashing Rascal in Game 1.
This is a player who we were touting in 2020 as one of the best new top laners.
Here we go again.
Once again.
Exec Ultimatum is coming in. This time we have TP and Dudir coming in, but the damage is going to be enough. They take down Rascal already, and you can see Gen G just on the run. The Encore is going to hit BDD, and he is in a lot of trouble already. Canna doing so much damage.
Canna revealed his new Gragas tech, going for a more AP-focused build rather than the more popular tanky variant. His reasoning? A secret.
So based on your item build, could you kind of tell us about the strengths about that build and together with Gragas? That's a secret. I can't go into any details, but it's good.
In Game 2 though, T1's bot lane were the ones to find the early advantages, with T1 jungler Kaz and Faker making repeat trips down bot to make sure Gen G didn't have any fun.
Time around, Clid is here, but the 3-on-3, who wins this one? A perfect Hecarim ultimate onto the three of them, but with the TP coming in, T1 will try to get out of here. BDD, I don't know what that was. That's going to be a bit of a whoopsie. And now we have the Encore that comes in, and Clid, alongside of Ruler, are going to be rooted up.
As the LCS and LEC prepare for playoffs next week, let's take a look at the global standings. Beginning in the LCS, Cloud9, TSM, Team Liquid, 100 Thieves, Dignitas and Evil Geniuses qualified for the LCS mid-season showdown. Across the pond, G2, Rogue, Mad Lions, Fnatic, Schalke and SK represent the LEC's spring playoff teams. RNG still control first place in the LPL despite their 0-2 loss to JDG last Sunday. And Damwon Kia officially secured a first place regular season finish after a 2-0 victory over Nongshim Red Force. I'm Frankie Ward, and we've sadly come to the end of the show. But remember to follow LoL Esports on Twitter, where you can tell me your spiciest LEC and LCS playoff predictions. Laters!